Hello, Paisanos. It's Ian63, and oh my god, man, this episode was amazing. The new Nintendo High Season 3 Episode 2, the breakup episode, was amazing. So, I am obviously going to sum up what I said in my comment and stuff here, but before I start, I want to actually tell something that's actually kind of funny. So, I've recently just finished playing through Pizza Tower, the physical copy version I got, from Fangamer on my Nintendo Switch, and also Wario Land 4 on Nintendo Switch Online, since I made progress on that game last month and stuff. And I finished pretty much both at the same time. Well, no, I finished Wario Land 4 first, and then I finished Pizza Tower second later. And considering this episode's all about Wario, and I played, two Wario Land games and stuff. Well, Pizza Tower's inspired by Wario Land, but it mixes some elements with Mario, with Super Mario World and stuff. But yeah. But I don't know if that was perfect timing because I thought this episode would come out tomorrow, but no, it came out today, and I completely forgot about that. So I'm not sure, but I believe that was perfect timing I just did for playing some Wario Land platforming, 2D platforming video games, and the other being inspired by it and mixing elements from Super Mario World. And now just having this episode with Wario now. It's perfect timing. But anyways, yeah, but it's really ironic and fitting fitting. But anyways, onto the episode and stuff, which, oh yeah, let me turn down the volume to 63. Get it? Because Ina's 63. But anyways, onto the episode itself. It starts off with Waluigi and Rosalina's relationship building up to, to almost to a love romantic. But then Wario comes in, like always, and pulling the third wheel and stuff, and ruining their relationship. Bringing in the comedy, I don't know, because he's probably not a guy who doesn't like, seriousness and more goofiness. And yeah. And love this Mario Kart World reference here. And I love this argument here, honestly, because this argument is amazing. And of course, I love this part where nobody wants to hang out with Wario because of all the actions he did with him and Waluigi. And my favorite one is with this Toad. I wouldn't blame him, I would scream for my life as well. And then, of course, Rosalina giving more of, like a advice figure saying, look, you shouldn't really hate the guy and stuff, and yeah. And WarioWare reference, was not expecting this. And yeah. And then after that, now Waluigi and Wario are going to have this competitive rivalry, but now deep down they feel jealous and sad for each other. And also, this guy from Super Mario RPG, I believe, is Bowser and stuff. But the thing that really just made me so upset, man, I know it's for jokes, but come on, Foozle, you didn't have to do this, man. Here's what he says. Oh, come on, Foozle, you didn't have to do this to Super Mario RPG. Yes, Paper Mario and Mario Luigi are more popular, but Super Mario RPG deserves love in the same vein as Paper Mario and Mario Luigi. It just doesn't have sequels, that's why. But once it has sequels, not sure when it's going to happen, then it'll get into the same love. And then, now, unfortunately, I don't know who this guy is. Unfortunately, I think maybe this guy appeared before Nintendo High, but I need to go back and watch a few more episodes since it was a while since I watched Season 3, Episode 1, so I probably have to go back and watch them again to get the context of who this guy is. And then Waluigi stands up, but unlike Mario and Luigi, he doesn't have the strength that Wario has, or Mario and Luigi has. And then I love this part right here where he runs, and obviously Wario Land 4 reference, callback here. Perfect fitting choice since I finished both Wario Land 4 and Pizza Tower. And then both of them, handshake, but like neutral way. And then here comes Rosalina pulling a Sailor Moon on this. And just a full-on Sailor Moon, Super Mario Galaxy Fusion mix, and just sending him to beyond space. Endless universe. And then, this scene is beautiful. Got your back and antics. Perfect duo. And then these two finally... And then this part... And I love this part. This actually kind of reminds me of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2012, where Raphael yelled at one of his brothers. I believe, was that Michelangelo, where he was so immature and childish and making him mad. And he gave him a hug, and he said, and that's why you're my brother, man. Same thing with this. And yeah, that's basically why I love this scene. No matter how tough the world gets and stuff, it's always important to keep a bond, whether it's a friendship, brothership, or family, or basically just anyone who you connect and relate to, who you connect and bond with. Like in Mario and Luigi brothership. Life will always still keep going amazing and stuff. Just remember to keep hope and to keep bond. Well, until Wario and Waluigi decide to argue again about who's going to pay for the pizza. But they still love each other. They're still good bond and Trouble Duo brothers. And that's why we love them. Wario and Waluigi may be flawed, but that's what makes them relatable, honestly, in my opinion. But yeah, that was basically Nintendo High Season 3, Episode 2, The Breakup. It was just amazing. I'm not sure if I'm going to put this like on the best episode because it's still going to be hard and stuff because I don't know. Like most of the Season 1, Season 2 episodes, like the one with Mario having to find out about his parents, the Season 1 where he had to fight Bowser, the Season 2 where he made friendship with Sonic, and crushed that whole, like, you know, like, that whole, like, overrated Mario versus Sonic rivalry and stuff, and yeah. But I think this episode is definitely might be right up there and stuff. But yeah, really love this and stuff, and yeah.
Subscribe to Foozle.
I will indeed do, Wario. I already did. Because Foozle was amazing. But anyways, yeah, an amazing episode. Basically what I said in my comment, love the Wario Land 4 and Wario World reference here. Especially Wario World pause music menu reference. And I also finished these 2 games before this episode, so it feels perfect and fitting and appropriate and just already fitting. And of course, Wario and Waluigi, funny Trouble Duo. But no matter how tough the world gets, it's always important to keep hope and have a bond. Like Mario and Luigi, like the hero bond, or Wario and Waluigi, the goofy, trouble, but lovable bond also. But yeah, anyways, this is me, Sister, saying one final goodbye and farewell. Thank you, Foozle, for making an amazing episode. And yeah, and this is Sister saying goodbye and farewell, paisanos.